Good morning, 10%ers. This is Michael with Trading Escapes. You can find us at tradingescapes.com. It is February 6th, 2019. It's a Wednesday, midweek here. It hasn't been too bad of a week. We're kind of delving into some new styles and new strategies, but we're trying to stay consistent, stay disciplined, stick to the plan. We're actually trying to develop a new plan, but still looking at what we did for the last 2 months. The last couple weeks have been a little bit rough on us, but you have to persevere and push through it. So again, we'll just be looking at AMD and MU today, and we've got a bunch of stocks on watch. Lots of things going on. The market, I'm feeling a little cautious about the market to see which way it's going to go today. It's been on high for a while, and we'll see what happens. Futures are a little bit shaky, so we'll see which way it wants to play out. It could really make a difference. We've kind of had a big run up on AMD and MU on the pre-market, so that may make a difference as well. Got about 5 minutes. We'll put it on pause and be back in a second. 3, 2, 1, and there's the bell. Let's see what we got going on this morning. MU pulling up hard. AMD going the other way. SPY's opening up flat. You're gonna run for it there, huh? A little weary. I don't trust it, but hey, it's telling us something. AMD came out of that 70 or MU that 77 level. SPY's putting in a green candle in the 5 minute. Check our charts here. Okay, everything looks good. Got an order in at 78 on MU. 95 is looking interesting, but of course it's the whole dollar on AMD, so we're going to have to watch that a little bit. All right, 95, we just tapped it. See if we can't get a pull down. AMD's hit 23.95. It's just hit the whole dollar. MU is flatlining a little bit. Okay, we just came up and tapped 05. Okay, we're in long for MU. We need a little bit of a pullback here on AMD. Okay, they were back to 05. It's just looking very bullish. Just tracking MU up now. All right, we stopped out of MU, up $350. They're getting a good pullback on AMD back to that 95 level. SPY is still strong in the 5-minute. It's pulling back to that 95 level. Okay, it's coming back down towards the 50 at 88. Okay, SPY's putting in a red candle. Oh, we got in. Oh, okay. All right, we got filled on AMD. we're not gonna hold this too long here. Let's see what we can do. See if it's gonna push up our way. All right, there's a little jump up. We're gonna take whatever we can get from it, whether it's just to cover our fees. Okay, there it goes. Broke the whole dollar. All right, and we're out for $40 profit on AMD. All right, we're going to put it on pause. That's going to be our morning trading. Now we're going to switch to the 5-minute and start slowing down and watch these for the rest of the day. We'll be back when we have something set up on the 5-minute chart. All right, we took another entry on AMD. Market's pushing up. AMD's hitting that whole dollar mark, coming up to the whole dollar. And just take a few more bucks from it. See if it pulls back down to the 20 again. Maybe we'll take another entry on it. So watching AMD here as it breaks down. Pulling up, putting in a little relief move, but the market's pointing down as well now. Still got a couple minutes before the 5-minute candles close in the market, so just keeping it on watch. SPY is putting a fairly large 5-minute candle in, broken down through a couple levels already in that candle, and it's getting ready to close here in about 50 seconds. Problem is we don't have a move to the downside until we get back over here, hit the 20, bounce off of it, and then possibly we can take a short. We'll see. But the market still has to be aligned at that point. The market's basically kind of crushed down through all the gains it's made this morning. Right, so market's still pulling down, AMD's still pulling down. Unfortunately, we haven't had a pullback to the 20 for an entry. I don't want to get in down here. So there's our trigger right there. The trigger. So what needs to happen is we triggered right here, but I need a pullback to the 20, and I need market alignment at the same time. And we'll see, because the market's just running down. See what happens. Now MU might start to put in some weakness here. We'll see what happens. We'll see if it follows suit. And 10%ers, I just don't know if we're going to have that pullback to the 20. It looks like so we've kind of put in some resistance here. It respected that really well. We kind of popped below it, and so we're about to, we've come down below the open, and we're kind of at this level, right at the low here. SPY is basically in a standstill on the 5-minute. It's trying to. It's right below the 50, and it's just sort of tapping the bottom of the 50, and it's putting in a green candle right now, but not making a significant move to the upside, which isn't giving us our entry point on AMD, unfortunately. MU's still holding in there. I mean, maybe MU's the one to watch. The problem with MU is it's put a strong trend to the upside. So do we really want to trade against the trend? AMD not so much. You got a couple waves here. So we're just looking at it. All right, so again, we're trying to see if MU is going to come up, or I'm sorry, AMD is going to come up and give us an entry at the 20 for a short. And let's say and we're getting a little bit extended on it because our stop, like right now, if we took an entry, so 73 is the 20. And our stop really needs to be at 93, so it's 23. I'm sorry, a 20-cent stop. So at this point, we're not going to be able to take more than 500 shares on it if we do get in. All right, SPY, that green candle is, well, it took a jump up. We may have it right here. Let's see what happens. $20 has moved down to 71. Stop just gets further and further away. So reason the stop's up here is, I mean, you can see from the chart, just look at the chart formation. You can see this level right here coming through here. If we get in a short, we need to give it a little room to breathe here, a little room to run back down. After we pull back up into the 20, it could, make a little run up. I just noticed another factor. The 50 on the 5-minute chart is we're trading into it right now. It's right here. Maybe we just broke it. Yeah, so. All right, so here's the good news now. Now, if we do have a pullback to the 20 and market alignment, now our stop is here at 71. So we can see this level form right here. So we'll shift our share size back to 1,000 for now. All right, we just did a trigger on MU. Market's still running down. Let me pause. I'm eating up video here. Let's pause for a minute. All right, the market's starting to pull back a little bit. It's been running down. It's doing a pullback, starting to retrace just a bit. Nothing to get excited about. All right, MU. So our stop on MU is still 75. It's like 40 cents. It's ridiculous. our stop on AMD is basically right at the entry. We have an entry on AMD. All right, stops and play. We're gonna have our MD trade. Hold an MU for a second. Out of that as well. To be honest with you, I think I'm just I'm spent. I don't feel like sitting here and holding a trade. The AMD's put in a big move to the downside. We're running into the 100 here, so it's making me a little nervous that we might have a kind of a push back up, at least to our stop. So we're gonna leave it at that. Let's see here. Up $433 for the morning. It's it's been just a little less than an hour. So we'll take that. Hope you guys are in the green. Hope you're in the 10%. It's a long-awaited green day for us, so we're happy for it. We'll talk to you soon, and make sure you come back tomorrow morning for another live trading session. Thanks, guys.